My name's Myra. There was one other Myra. You might remember hearing her a few minutes ago. But Myra from Pennsylvania lived in New Jersey, where 45 years ago I listened to the legalization of abortion and had the abortion of my sixth conceived child. My 5 previous children were thought of as that pregnant with child. The first child, I was 20 and single, college student, but neither the dad of the child nor I thought of abortion. You see, that was before Roe v. Wade. We conceived 5 more children after marrying. And then my husband listened to the arguments of the abortion industry that you have heard here, and when you arrived, if people were still here, saying it's of their body. The truth is, it is another body, 2 bodies when you're pregnant. There is no excuse, but people listen to a lie long enough, they will sometimes give in to that lie, as my husband did. And when he said to me, there's only one thing to do, my fear was that our marriage wasn't strong enough. Here we were, we had 4 children. A 3rd child had died premature birth. So I listened to my husband. I went to the clinic where they told me, if you have a problem with it afterwards, we have counseling. Why should I have any problem, I thought. So I made an appointment for 5 days after Roe v. Wade. The night before my appointment, spontaneously, I looked up and asked, God, is there anything wrong in what I'm going to do? Man says it isn't even life. What do you say? I had asked aloud, and I did not have a personal relationship with God, but I knew a little of his history and didn't hear him reply. Assumed it was okay. But in the morning, God answered. Or in the morning, a clerk called to say, God, the doctor has to cancel his appointments. Actually, it was God that had to cancel the appointment. But I wasn't listening yet. I didn't remember the night before. I didn't recognize and didn't make the connection. But fortunately, very fortunately for me, the denial of the grief and the guilt and the shame only lasted a year and a half, when a relative called to say he had found God to be reality, and man had messed up this world. Messed up, I knew, but reality, I did not. He suggested I take the 4 children and go to a service that night, and I did. I heard one thing that everyone needs to come aware of, that we need God's will instead of trying to make our will God's. Yes. And so I began to talk with him about my historic belief in you. I said, you know, I believe in you and in your son, that he died for me and rose from the dead. And a weight, like the building, came down on me. A conviction, not to crush me, but to bring the realization of the truth. And inside was a scream. Oh God, I have murdered. Agreeing with him. The weight was gone. The guilt was gone. And I felt only the peace of knowing that God was no longer far away, that I belonged to him. So now for 45 years, having the forgiveness and life of God in Christ Jesus, I have been silent no more.